Hello everyone, I'm Leslie and today I will be going over skin coloring using Prismacolor markers. Prismacolor are a dye-based art marker, so we're going to go ahead and begin here. I'm going to actually start by doing the skin shading first. I'm going to be using light peach. This is going to be a Caucasian girl and I like using light peach for the shading. Now, before we begin, one of the first things you want to do is establish your light source. So basically what I'm going to do is do it from the upper left corner, which means that the shading will be on the lower right. So let's go ahead and begin here. As you can see, I'm doing fast, long strokes. It's going to be a lot heavier on the lower right side for obvious reasons. You want to give it a form. The great thing about laying down the base color, or rather the shading first, is that when you put the base color down, it's actually going to blend everything really nicely. As you can see, I'm one of those artists who likes to turn her illustration as she shades. Bear with me. It's always best to contour the lines of your artwork. If you try to do kind of like a zigzag pattern going down, it's going to end up making the drawing look smudged, and it's really doesn't make for a good effect. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I know we still have the shoulders to do, but we don't want the shading to dry up too much. Otherwise, our base, which I like to use the color Eggshell for that, will not blend with it as well. The great thing about Prismacolor markers is that they are designed to blend with each other. Now later on, when the ink actually dries, you can always go back and add hard shading by just taking your shade color and making the strokes over the already dried color. However much ink dispenses is based on how hard you press on the brush tips. This is great for when you want to do those gradients back into the white. I know I probably look very silly right now doing this whole business of twirling the paper around. That's how I color. Now it's going to look blotchy to start, since it hasn't dried. Don't worry, you'll get there. Just give it some time. Okay, now to start on the neck. Once in a while you'll find that you ended up moving a little bit outside the lines. This is okay. Don't freak out. There are actual colorless blenders that you can use if you find that you have messed up. But for the most part, if you're going to put another color down for the hair, usually it'll blend in and you won't notice it, and you can just keep moving forward. Okay, so now while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and continue with the shoulders. I'm going to give her a little bit of a rose right here, little rosy shoulders. She's been out in the sun. You don't need to do that, that's just something I like to add. Now, notice she's got some wisps of hair coming down, so you're going to want to put the shadow for those. Her arm, that's where it begins. Totally random little fact, I actually have this kind of necklace. It's a vintage piece that's about as old as I am, and it is still in just amazing condition. They don't make them like they used to. Alright, gonna continue laying down some base color. Yeah, like I said, I mean, if you can make the strokes the same direction, that's good, but sometimes you'll find yourself doing this, and that's okay too, as long as you circle it up and continue to blend, you should be fine. But the end result is going to be really pretty. Make sure to get around all those little curls. Okay, as you can see, we have finished coloring her in. I'm actually going to add a little bit more ink here. Just kind of let her shoulder pop a little bit more. A little gradient. And as it starts to dry, the shade is going to start blending together much better. Right now it's still a little bit blotchy because it is still wet. So, you know, once it's done, we should be, you know, good to go for the rest of the coloring. And there you have it. A tutorial on the coloring with Prismacolor markers. Hi everyone! Thank you so much for watching my very first tutorial video. Being that it's my first, thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm really excited about a lot of the projects that I've been working on this year, as well as some of the projects I'm still working on for the rest of the year. The first of which is that back in 2009, I released my very first self-published novel, and the title was, get ready for this, it's a mouthful, Genjo o Mamoru. That's Japanese. It means protecting the present circumstances. It's sort of this anime, manga, sci-fi type adventure story. And a lot of people really thought that I was going to pursue a graphic novel for this story, but unfortunately, I didn't have the time, I didn't have the resources, and even today, that's still a struggle. But I have been spending the last 6 months rewriting the story. There's more adventure, more character development, which was really needed. And my favorite thing is that there's actually going to be illustrations in the book. There will actually be chapter illustrations, so I'm really looking forward to putting that out, hopefully no later than the beginning of next year. I also would love to do more tutorial videos for you guys. I have been asked many questions on how I do my coloring processes. The thing is that to do better videos and better artwork, that requires an upgrade in equipment, and an upgrade in equipment requires funding. So my husband and I have been in prayer about this, and we are preparing to launch a Patreon account so that you guys can contribute and help us to create more tutorial videos, and you guys will also get exclusive access to exclusive artwork and other special freebies that we're putting together for you guys. So I'm really excited about that. Also, a few years ago, I did open up a store Envy, but I really didn't have a lot to put in there at the time, so it just kind of sat there collecting dust. But over the years, I have created quite a portfolio of original pieces, which you guys will have access to purchasing on that store Envy soon, as well as some of our printed artwork. Another thing is that I'm also going to be working on special projects for things like ministries I'm involved in and special events. And if you guys are interested in contributing to those, you guys will also have exclusive access to those projects as well. Well, thank you once again so much, you guys, for watching my tutorial video. If you guys are not already subscribed, Facebook or Instagram, it's under Shoyume Art. I'm also on DeviantArt as Shoyume, and you guys can just click on the links included in this video. So thanks again, and I look forward to the opportunity to talk to you guys again soon. Take care. God bless.